Fred Mason, President of the Maryland State and District of Columbia AFL-CIO.
Fred, what's important about tonight?
Well, what's important about tonight is that this is, this is a movement of the future. You know, people from a lot of diverse populations, diverse issues coming together to say that, hey, all of these issues fall under the same umbrella, that the 1% is controlling too much of this country and the 99% is suffering. And it's time for the suffering to end, so we're committed to doing everything that we can to bring attention to that plight.
Now, Fred, a lot of people admire you. You wrote a letter about Occupy Baltimore.
Yes. And
you pointed out to the city administration, like, to back off.
Right. You know, if protests of hundreds of thousands of people can be supported in Egypt, in Libya, certainly protests in downtown Baltimore should be supported.
It's interesting how some people want to enforce these park regulations so hard, but when you have banking regulations, they don't seem to bother.
Right. And I have no idea what the park regulations are. We find hundreds of people sleeping on the streets every night in Baltimore City. Sadly, in Baltimore, 25% of the homeless population are people, veterans that have put their lives on the line. About 20% of the homeless people in Baltimore are women with children. What does the city administrators, what does the business community say when families are being evicted from their homes with no concern about where they are going to spend the night?
I see. Anything else, Fred?
Well, that this movement is a nationwide movement. I was out in Phoenix over the weekend. Hundreds of people. I get reports all the time from California, from small towns in Minnesota. People are fed up, and this provides an outlet for people to say that enough is enough is enough. And we're having this big discussion now about whether or not to extend unemployment benefits for people that have been out of work for almost a year. And the same people that support the Wall Street corporations and the big billionaires of this country are debating whether to do something with 45 million people that don't have a job in this country.
It's incredible, really. It's the 1% controlling almost everything.
Absolutely, and that has to end. We're having discussions about bailing out other countries, Greece, Italy, because the 1% is tied up worldwide. And what we need is a worldwide movement of workers and other oppressed people.
Thanks so much, Fred. Hi, and your name?
Constance Williams.
And Constance, what union are you with?
I'm with Local 24 IBEW, the Electricians Union.
And what's going on tonight down here in Harbor Place, or Occupy Baltimore?
Yes, all right. So I am with the Young Trade Unionists of Baltimore, and we, in conjunction with the unions in Maryland, whoever wants to come out, are trying to get a turnout for a march and a rally down to the mayor's office to just prove a point to save our First Amendment rights to collaborate and publicly speak out against some injustices calmly that are being done.
Are you concerned about not only the economy, but the fact that so many of these Republicans seem to be so anti-union?
Oh, absolutely. I am a second-generation union member. My father was a union electrician as well. And I remember as a young girl going on marches and rallies with him, and I also remember the hard work and blood, sweat, and tears that he put in, not only himself, but his forefathers and all of the foundation that is being rattled right now, that we need to hold on to. Those are my passions.
Anything else?
No, that's everything.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Independent.
Who we are.
Just give your name.
My name is Jeffrey Johnson.
And Jeffrey, what union are you with?
I'm with the American Federation of Teachers.
And what's your concern? Why are you here tonight? What are your main concerns as a trade unionist?
Well, as a trade unionist, my main concern is the direction this country is going in. We have to get to the folks, let them educate people, let them know what's going on in each and every one of their communities. No way corporate America is going to take over America. We are a very innovative country, and I know we can turn this around. We need jobs, jobs, and more jobs. That's what's going to turn this around. And the only way we can do it is each and every one of us come out here. If we have to do it every night, we'll be out here. This is us. We are the community. We wear different hats. I mean, I'm in the union. I'm also in my community. And at this point in time, if we don't do it now, there's no turning back. So that's why I'm here, and I will be here from the beginning to the end.
Thanks so much. Your name, sir?
Frank Pratka.
And Frank, why are you here tonight? We're down here at Occupy Baltimore, and there's going to be a march. What's your concern?
Because like Fannie Lou Hamer said, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And when I hear about these corporate executives take-home packages at $20 million a piece, I don't think anybody needs that quite that much to live on. Things have just gotten too far out of line.
And are you surprised about the scapegoating of public sector unions by this corporate elite? I mean, is it taking you off guard to see this stuff? It's pretty vicious.
It's very vicious, but I'm not surprised. We've been hearing it for quite a while, so I'm not surprised. What I am surprised at is that a lot of the public seems to be buying into it because they're not paying attention. They watch television news and they only get one side of the story because the news media is owned by major corporations, so they don't get the full story.
Anything else, Frank? And what union are you with?
American Federation of Teachers.
Thanks so much. Okay, and your name, sir?
My name is Romeo Hillman.
And Romeo, what group are you with?
I am with the PSL, the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
And why are you here tonight down here at Occupy Baltimore?
We're here along with our other comrades to support our unions. We feel that, the American capitalist structure, unfortunately, has spent the last 30 years or so trying to break down unions, workers' protections for the sake of making a profit at the expense of the working class. And we want to stand here in solidarity with all people of Occupy Baltimore and all Occupy movements to make sure that they understand, the capitalist class, that the working class will make a stand against any attacks on it.
Are you in school?
I am a graduate from Marymount Manhattan College in New York City. I graduated like 3 years ago, so right now I'm kind of registered in School of Life.
That's the school of hard knocks right now.
Oh yes, very much so.
Okay, anything else?
No, I just want to just wish everyone who's watching this, watch, observe, read between the lines. Don't believe everything the capitalist media will tell you, and come out, check out, learn something new.
Thanks so much.
You're very welcome.
And your name, sir?
I'm Jim Baldridge.
And Jim, why are you down here tonight at Occupy Baltimore?
I've been down here a few times in support of the Occupy movement, not only here but also in New York City, Occupy Wall Street. But I came out here tonight because the AFL-CIO's Young Trade Unions is sponsoring this solidarity rally with the Occupy Baltimore movement. So there are a bunch of young workers here who are here specifically because of that connection between themselves as members of the labor movement and the objectives of the Occupy movement. So that's why I'm here.
Show me what democracy looks like! Show me what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy looks like!
I'm Mary Jessica, and I'm here with the Party for Socialism and Liberation. And I'm here because, it's really important that we support the unions. The unions are the source of strength for workers throughout the country. Historically, they were the body of workers that were able to fight for their rights. So it's important for us to support them today and not let them get thrown to the wayside. So that's why I'm here today, to support the unions and to support the Occupy movement.
Are you concerned about what's happened to working class people in this country, just all over the country, how they're being pushed out of the middle class and into the poverty lines.
Absolutely. People are being pushed more and more into poverty. It's not just an accident of the system. It's not just a situation that happened because of a certain global crisis. It happened because this is built into the system. It's a series of fluctuations that go up and down. And, you know, people, the only way the rich can get richer is if the poor get poorer. You know, it's two poles. And so that's essentially what's happening to working people around the world. They're going to keep getting poorer. And what we see now, what they talk about austerity, what they talk about lower living standards, this is the new normal. This is not going to get any better for us unless we fight for it and do things like come out and support the unions and support the Occupy movements.
Are you seeing more consciousness about the fact that this 1%, let's just call it, is running things and it's not in the interest of the people?
Absolutely. People are realizing all over the world that there are, you know, this certain group of people who are controlling everything. You've seen it in throughout Europe. You see all kinds of austerity measures that are happening, you know, in England and in Greece and France. It's not just the American people. It's all around the world. And of course, people in this country are recognizing it as well. I mean, it's no secret that, you know, luxury goods have had the best profits they've had in many quarters, and that, you know, technically we're out of the recession. The economy is booming right now in theory, but look around, it's not at all okay for working people, and that's because, like I said, the rich get richer while the poor get poorer. So
give me your name again.
Mary First.
And what group are you with?
I'm with the Party for Socialism and Liberation.
Thanks so much. And your name, sir?
My name is Reverend Pierre Loomis Williams, and I'm with Baltimore Occupy. I'm here basically representing and being an advocate for the veterans, especially veterans from Vietnam, in which I am. We have been left out of the equation for decades, and we want this administration to begin to seriously address the things that are needed from the VA in order that veterans like me don't have to go for years again in trying to get our benefits.
And your name, young lady?
Shallon, S-H-A-L-L-O-N.
And what group are you with?
I'm Occupy Baltimore.
And what's important about tonight for you?
What's important is that we're rallying here and we're standing with people who I think truly represent the core heart of the 99%. And I think that that's a really strong statement. And it's helping to move our movement forward. It's helping to build solidarity. And it's beautiful.
And how long have you been with Occupy?
I have been there since day one. October the 4th is when we started, and it's been beautiful ever since. It really has. It's been great. It's been so much support from the community, and I've loved every minute of it. I really have.
Thanks so much.
President of AFL-CIO. CC.
Baltimore City Council members.
Baltimore City Council members.
District of Columbia Council members.
District of Columbia Council members.
Fraternal Order of Police, Baltimore.
Fraternal Order of Police, Baltimore.
Fraternal Order of Police, District of Columbia.
Fraternal Order of Police, District of Columbia.
Maryland and District of Columbia AFL-CIO affiliates.
Maryland and District of Columbia AFL-CIO affiliates.
And AFL-CIO International.
And AFL-CIO International.
Addressed to the Honorable Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake.
The Honorable Mayor Stephanie Rawlings Blake.
And the Honorable Mayor. Vincent C. Gray. In D.C. Alright, the letter, again, will be hand-delivered to the mayor's office tomorrow morning to ensure that she gets it. With all of our signatures.
Yeah!
Good job, folks.
This is what democracy looks like! This is what democracy